Meeting is now called to order. Jim, will you please stand?
Well, kind and gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for the privilege to be gathered here this evening, conduct the business of this your city. Thank you for each and every one here to be with those who could not be with us for whatever reason. Guide the decisions made, that they be for your glory and for the citizens' benefit. Continue to watch over us, protect us, provide for us, forgive us, lead, guide, and direct us. We give you all the praise, the honor, and the glory. In the name of your Son and our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can you see?
Mr. Bollinger.
Here.
Mr. Bain.
Here.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Here.
Here.
Ms. Thompson. Here.
Okay. Item number 4, approve the minutes to your December 2015 meeting, House Council.
Move to approve, Mayor.
Motion second by Mike, call roll.
Mr. Bollinger.
Yes.
Mr. Bain.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson.
Motion carries. Item number 5, report to your board and your committees and your department heads. What's council's pleasure? Have a motion by Hanson, second by Bob, call roll.
Mr. Bollinger.
Yes.
Mr. Bain.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson. Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 6, any comments from the citizens? No, there being none. Item number 7, announcements. I have one. I talked to Jack Reynolds earlier today, and he was talking about Kent Yance. And tomorrow makes 50 years that Kent Yance moved back into the city of Lafayette. And most of us remember, I know Joe Hanser does, he opened Lowe's Finance Company under security finance over in, if I'm not mistaken, the Dutch Murray building. Is that correct, Joe?
I don't remember that part, but
We remember when Hassler had his little place over there,
Yeah.
TV person. But tomorrow I'm going to proclaim in the city of Lafayette, it's Kent Yance Day in the city of Lafayette. So I'll take it over to you to the radio station and put it on the green screen. Yeah.
Mayor,
Yeah.
a couple quick announcements.
Mhm.
TML legislative things at the state, the legislative meeting, March 14th and 15th. If any of you all want to go, Ms. Ellison's checked on the rooms. I don't think they have the locker room set aside yet. Also, the pool party, TML annual conference is June 11th through the 14th, and those have not been set yet. So if you all want to mark those dates,
Okay, that food place, you got one?
yeah, the TML legislative conference is in Nashville.
Yeah. And what they do with the pool party, swap it Nashville, Memphis, Chattanooga, got a little, nice, well, not Joe. Okay,
Yeah, that's,
we can make that.
they swap out between them.
The one that I've seen in the Tennessee, city and county. Now, they're having that, their meeting on that transportation thing there, and, which they're trying, as far as I'm concerned, they're trying to pull because, what they're wanting to do, they're wanting to take these vehicles, and if you own a car, they allow you so many miles per year, and you pay a tax on the, if you heard that, well, it's in there, and you pay a tax on so many miles on that car, and it's an extra part of the money that they're trying to get out of the people that drive more than what the normal people does, and they're just trying to get more money for the transportation department. Because all of them broke, you know, but it don't make a difference how much money you give them, how much money you give. Next year they're broke anyway. So, it'd be a good, if we could get, talk to Powers about this, all of us, and tell him, you know, or at least, neighbor or some of them to let them know that, you know, if you're against it or for it, which one you are.
I think I seen that answered on the news night before license where they don't have any money budgeted for any new blacktop. Oh,
Yeah.
here's it. That's why they're patching everything.
Yeah.
And you'll get well, that patch is a temporary fix.
Well, the pool's not bad. And Haslam, he's a little leery on it too, because he said he didn't understand all of it, what it consisted of, because your bigger states, got the majority of the money.
No.
And, so that, it's sort of like a federal program, but the state can, can turn it down if they want to,
But you're not ready, angry about it?
That's it. Also, Mayor, one more thing real quick. Stan met with the owners of the new service station, or the remodel service station here in downtown. They're having a ribbon cutting Friday. I believe it's at 2 o'clock, Stan?
That's correct.
2 o'clock, and all of y'all are invited. So it'll be Friday at 2, if you can make it.
If there's food involved, enhancement will be there.
Mayor,
Yeah, John.
I did notice where Mr. Roy McCullough had passed away.
Who?
Roy McCullough,
No, kid.
that's Jackie Collins'
Yeah.
father-in-law, I believe it is. I think they're gonna be receiving friends on his evening over at, I believe it's across.
John, I hate that. I worked with Roy at Hodges, remember back in the 60s? Ronnie's daddy, out Demery.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. So you're gonna be across, is you?
Cross Smith, I believe that's right.
Okay. Under administrative, item number 1, split rail fence at Freeman Park. John, you want to talk about that a little bit?
I'm giving Ms. Thompson to get it worked out.
You've got the money, Johnny, right in
Yes.
the budget? Okay.
We don't need to vote or anything. Just-
No, Johnny's got the money. Hey, Johnny, what about the lights over on the walking trail? You got,
The ones that's been,
bless
well, actually, they've been discontinued, I'm having a problem getting them, so it's just getting to the point where
Okay. Maybe,
I'm having
maybe,
problems getting them from the company that originally put them in.
maybe you can come up with something to just replace all the lenses on all of them. You know, the lens that would fit them. Just for that.
That's what I was talking to him about, replacing the heads on them.
Okay,
I'll get the price together on it.
okay, okay, John.
I'm gonna, and I just happened to think of this, if you're gonna close that at dark anyway, do we wanna spend several $1,000s on that kind of? Because you're looking at least $1,000 a piece, right?
Not,
I wouldn't think so.
no, not for the globes. They were $200 some, wouldn't you, John?
But the glass itself is $125,
Yeah.
so probably,
But can you get the one we was talking about, thing you couldn't, didn't think you could get one replacement for that,
no.
if I understood.
Right. But like he said, if we're gonna close it at dark, I don't know, but we can't move them because it was purchased under grant money, I'm sure we can't move the lights, so.
I really think that even if we close it, the lights needs to be there for law enforcement and stuff.
I can put them on, get Wendy to put them on a timer. If I need to, like, go out at midnight.
Over here, Johnny, the park over here, what time does it shut down over here? 10?
Yes.
10 o'clock? Okay, but you do get people coming here, I've seen people at 5 o'clock in the morning, like getting out of work.
A lot of people walk late.
Right,
Well, I still like to have it on some type of a photo thing where it comes on when it gets dark and goes off when it gets light. I'm like Joe, I like to see
You
it,
talking about over here?
yeah,
Okay.
you know, I'd like to see it lit up all the time.
Okay. Well, it is lit, that's the way it operates now.
yeah.
It's just they busted 2 or 3 of them out about 3 times,
We got about, what, 5 busting out of the pipeline?
at least 3, last time I checked.
You know, it wouldn't take much to get one of these companies come in and put camera surveillance.
Johnny's talked about that.
I applied for a grant for it.
Okay.
No.
I'll be hearing from it next month or 2.
Okay. Okay, under
On
orders,
your split rail fence, Mayor, are you leaving what is there,
yes,
and you're putting the new up elsewhere?
yes.
Okay.
Johnny said he had the money in his budget to do that. Okay, under ordinance and resolutions, number one, resolutions 2016-01, resolution authorizing the city of La Follette to participate in the pool's property conservation matching grant program. Jimmy, on the lab round, how we go?
That's the recreation grant that Johnny applied for. Is that correct, Johnny?
I assume it is, but it's the LPRA, if it's the same.
That's the one we discussed in
Same.
it's, yeah, in workshop, and it's the matching grant at the same time that we applied for, and I believe this just gives Johnny permission to
Proceed.
apply for it again.
Okay.
Same
Make a
grant.
motion that we would apply for resolution 2016-01.
Have a
For the
motion.
rec center.
Have a motion. Mr. Hatmaker, to have a second.
I'll second.
Have a second. Hang on, bro.
Mr. Bellinger?
Yes.
Mr. Finley?
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson? Yes.
Motion carries. Item number two, resolution 2016-02, resolutions for two charter amendments. Is there any comments from council?
You know, I brought that up for two things. Number one, that this council can give, if they choose, a maximum of 2-year contracts if we choose to department heads and the city administrator. And also, you read this, I'm reading it incorrect. Under my thing that if we were city councilman or mayor and we want to run for another office, we have to resign our office so we can run. And I don't, you know, we have governors run for president, we have senators, and I just don't think we should have to resign unless we win an office.
Well, you remember when I run for
You
vice council, I
you
had
and Wayne
said,
both did it correctly, what the city, but that doesn't say that, does that?
Yeah, eligible for qualification. That's what that says, so to be eligible to qualify on the ballot, you have to,
Say that again, read that.
well, okay, it says no person shall be eligible for qualification
If you have another office,
for city council holds, any other public office. That's correct, yeah, so if you are given another office, if you are an office holder,
if you're a county commissioner, can we run for city council? No. If you have to, if you want to
you
run
have to
for county.
resign first.
So if I was a county, if I was a city councilman and wanted to run for county commissioner, also like for, I'd have to resign first, correct?
If you're a city council run for county commissioner?
Yes.
Well, that would be up to their qualifications.
It doesn't say, it's not, so if I wanted to run for state or a federal office, I wouldn't have to resign city council.
It's only this is only applicable for running for city council office.
Okay.
It doesn't apply to any
To
other.
any other office.
Exactly.
So we don't need to amend that.
no,
Unless,
I'm good, just like it is.
so if Hanford, Mike, Joe, and I want to run for president of the United States, we do not have to resign from our office here.
No, that's only for eligibility for
Only if
qualification.
we win, only if we win.
Exactly.
Okay.
But that's
all
only.
the impresses my head this But the other one, you know, if you all want to, I think that we had talked about it for a year, and the session is starting, if y'all want to allow at least a 2-year contract. It's up to you all.
I'll say this, if you do it, right now, the charter says that the administrator serves at the will of council, meaning that you cannot give a contract, obviously.
Right.
If you do it, I would leave yourself, that make it optional within this council, you don't have to do it, obviously.
No.
But if you don't elect to give a contract, then the administrator, you need to specify that the administrator be serving at will. So you could go either way.
Well, we've got a couple of months, I just thought I'd bring it up to think about it, and you know, whatever you want.
But as you know, it's gotta go, we have to pass a resolution here instructing Senator Yeager to take it through the channels and have it passed, and then it has to come back. After it passes through Nashville and comes back here, we have to pass it again and send it back. So
Why don't y'all think about it and bring it, put it up on February, we have plenty of time.
No, now you're talking about just, for city administrators, right?
Yes, or you, if you want to add department heads, you can do
Well, I don't think you can.
the city administrator.
it
I mean,
takes-
right now-
Why would you make any difference?
Why?
He's a department head too.
Yeah.
I think it's typical that the department heads are typically at-will employees.
Right.
I think it'd be extraordinary for a department head to have a employment contract. It's typically the only, in city government, it's usually only an administrator, usually.
Yeah, I don't have one, can't get it.
How about the state?
You're too old, Joe.
On the state level, they have 0 employment contracts.
Because Tennessee is an at-will state.
Right, none of them have contracts,
None of them has
not
contracts.
that I'm aware of.
Well, so you can't give, in the state level, you can't give a contract.
Correct. Yeah, that's correct.
And you'd have to pass something, as of right now, that's the way we're operating, same as a state,
At will,
at will.
correct.
So if you did anything any different, you'd have to change the charter to do it.
Correct.
What do we think about it in a month? And I'll table it until then, and then you can think about it if you want to. Okay?
You know, let Rick talk to us sometime. But we need to talk to him a little bit. Let him, he keep us up to date on some of this stuff. We probably wouldn't get so far away from it. You know what I mean? You know,
That means he ain't gonna get your suit, son, look, okay, Rick?
Understood.
might be able to get you another new suit.
I'll do any more copy, Joe, you got anything?
No,
Ann?
that's fine.
That's fine.
All right, Bob, your motion was to table it, or?
Just, make a motion to table it to just the
Administrator,
administration.
have a second.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Hollander?
Yes.
Mr. Cannon?
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson? Yes.
Motion carries. Okay. Item number 3, ordinance 2016-01, ordinance to amend ordinance 2012-04 to include a walking trail as part of areas with the city parks and to be enforced by city rules and regulations in the same ordinance. You know, comment on it, Jenny, or?
Mayor, that just amends the section of our ordinance book that's entitled Parks and Recreation, which governs the rest of our parks, and it just amends it to include the walking trail with all the other parks in the city.
Reed, have you looked at this, what we already have?
It's not that old, we did it maybe 4 or 5 years ago, Johnny.
No,
Not-
it's been that long.
It's
It's
fairly
been case
recent,
this year.
but, yeah, we did that, it's fairly recent, it's not been that long ago, but I haven't looked at it last week or 2.
Do you see anything that might need to be tweaked a little here and there, or?
Are you talking about something, I don't know, Joe, you talking
No,
about
I'm-
something specific? We
Nothing.
spent a lot of time on it several years ago. I don't think of anything. I think, you know, we kind of talked about the smoking issue lately, you know,
Yeah.
and that's been an issue, but, you know, we always try to keep up with new things, you know, and, you know, one thing that Johnny might think about are the hoverboards out now.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big one that maybe needs some language in here about those, we may need to look at,
Yeah.
that might be something.
I know it's got, you know, firearms and stuff like that in it.
Right,
and
right.
You have to have a state card in order to carry in the
Right,
park.
yeah.
Maybe we need to add the hoverboards to the skateboarding section.
Can, you know, this is something, this is brand new technology, toys or whatever, if you will. You know, we may need to look at adding that to section 108. That's one thing that I don't think we might look at. Johnny probably will want to have an input there too. And a lot of cities are starting to adopt things to include those. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with them.
Yeah, my grandkids, all 3 of them got one for Christmas. I tried it.
Same way.
Yeah.
It's more than.
Yeah, meant the same thing.
When you get ready to get on it, you better have both feet up, because with 1 foot it's gone, and you're back to 4.
But John, that's one thing we probably need to, that's one that I can think of that we probably want to look at. I'll get with Johnny and we can, do an amendment to that. That's off the top of my head, that's all I can.
What do you think about it, John?
I'll have to do some research on it, I'll be glad.
Because summer's coming along, you'll see them over here, up and down the trail.
Yeah, I think Johnny probably want to look at it a little closer and I'll get with him after, kind of get his input and see what he thinks would be best.
Yeah, we need to make sure, you know, that we've got everything tight, so if Mr. Rell and his folks needs to go in and get somebody, they have every right to do it and make it stick.
And you got these drones too.
Yeah.
There you go.
And,
We'll probably have to have a citywide policy on those.
Yeah.
They state laws on.
Yeah.
You state laws on, not
Okay. Okay. Jimmy, got anything else?
No, Mayor, on this right here, do you want to table it until Reed meets with Johnny? Is that what you are?
Read probably the best.
I make a motion to table.
Yeah, be the best. I have motion second, hands for call roll, please.
Mr. Rollinger?
Yes.
Mr. Bain?
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson? Yes.
Motion carries. Is there anything else come forward? No, it being done, this meeting's adjourned.
Call to order the beer board, call the roll, please.
Chairman Rollinger?
Here.
Mr. Bain?
Here.
Mr. Hatmaker?
Here.
Mayor Stanfield?
Here.
Ms. Thompson? Here.
With there been no previous minutes or no business scheduled for the night and bids,
I'll make a motion to adjourn, Joe.
and adjourn.